Okay.
Hey, I want to welcome everybody who's watching today. Happy New Year. I, for one, am so thankful to get 2020 in our rear view mirror. And the man that coined that phrase is the gentleman you see on the screen, Mr. Richard Fain, a friend of ours for 32 years in business. And Richard, you did coin that 2020 will soon be in our rear view mirror, right?
Well, thanks, Mark, and Happy New Year to everybody. I did, yes. We're looking forward to be in our rearview mirror. I think when I use that expression, I thought it was going to be closer, but now the lights are getting very bright, and so I'm having to turn my mirror to dim. But coming back to you guys, I'm still reeling from the fact that we only are your preferred agency for 31 of the last 32 years. You screwed up in your first year. What happened?
We were naive, Richard. We didn't know the cruise industry as well as we should have, but we came to our senses in the second year when Mary Woody came to work for you at Royal Caribbean. And it's been a fun journey and a fun career, hasn't it?
It really has. You and Mimi have just been such tremendous partners throughout this period. You've been imaginative and innovative. This call is a good example of that. But just in general, you've always come up with new and good ways to sell the product. But also, you really epitomize the term advisors. You really are people who are conveying information to your clients. And I think that's something that we're going to need more than ever as we come through this process.
Oh, I agree 100%. And first of all, I want to say I don't very often get a chance to have a chairman of the board and a CEO of the Royal Caribbean Group to do an interview with me on New Year's Day. That's kind of cool. But Richard, you're right. There is more to know, and the consumer has to be so very, very careful right now on who they use to help them plan their next vacation, right?
Yes, because the news out there is just overwhelming, and some of it's even accurate. And so we really need, and this goes back, I remember when you guys first joined our travel agent advisory board. I mean, people got a lot of really bum information. And so having somebody who really knows the business the way you do, who can answer questions and has the facts, that was important then. But I think in today's world, that becomes even more valuable.
Oh, I so agree. There's so many unique policies from different countries as to what they require for COVID, or whether you need a visa or not to get into their country. The different cruise lines, the different vacation vendors all have their unique policies. But on the other hand, switching the gears to safety, there will never be a better time, or has never been a better time in our 32 years in business, for people to be assured they will be safe and healthy on a cruise. And my congratulations to you guys. You've led the charge in the safety protocols.
Well, we've really worked very hard at it. We've consulted with the top experts. I'm really overwhelmingly impressed with, we and Norwegian, which is a name you don't need to remember except in this context, work together because we don't compete on health or safety. Yeah. And we work together, we put together this Healthy Sail panel with some of the leading experts in the country. And they really helped us develop a set of protocols, which we think will help us get through COVID-19, but also, as you point out, really will be helpful against other things too.
Oh, listen, Mimi and I have already volunteered to be the first to be on a Royal Caribbean ship. So, and I'm very serious about that. I think it's important, and our staff is ready to go. We know things will be safe, and we're counseling our clients, but no better way to counsel our clients than by firsthand experience.
Well, that's true. Of course, we have 168,000 other people who responded in the first couple of days of announcing that. So we do have a little bit of a problem satisfying everybody, but it turns out that we actually sell cruises. So even if people don't get chosen for those first test voyages, it's still possible to go on one of our ships.
Well, and we would like that too, by the way. It's been a tough year for all of us, but I do think 2021 is going to be a very good year. And 2022 will probably be the best year in the history vacation industry, and especially for Royal Caribbean and for Cruise Holidays at Kansas City.
You know, it really is remarkable, particularly when you look further out in the future to see just how excited people are. I mean, people are really tired. We're all fed up with this, and we want to get back and love my house. And we're the luckiest people in the world. I count my blessings every day. But people want to get out, and there's no better way to do it than a cruise. And so I think that means we're just going to go absolutely gangbusters.
Yes, I really agree with that too. And I do want to compliment you personally. You've been so involved in the design of the ships and what's on the ships. And Richard, really, Royal Caribbean has been the innovator in the industry with options of new things that people can do. And my congratulations to you for that, because there's truly something for everybody on a Royal Caribbean ship.
Well, thank you. I mean, I talked about our blessings before. I was really talking about other things, but that's a good example. Our innovation team, our new building team, the people who do these things, they are so passionate about it, and they work so hard to come up with new and better ways to simply blow away your clients. So I'm so lucky to be involved with a team that's so committed to doing it right. So thank you for your comments, which I will pass on to them as well.
Okay, thank you. And I do mean this. Our relationship over these 32 years has been so good. You know, when Mimi and I were inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2014, we asked your Vice President, Director of Sales, Vicki Freed, to do the introduction speech. You were there to say some kind things, and we've always had that relationship. So, you know, the one memory we had with you, I don't even know if you remember this, but I can't remember which ship it was. I think maybe the Oasis. Mimi and I were sitting at Johnny Rockets, and there was this long line, and you butted in and sat right down with us to say, "Can I sit here so I can order quicker?"
Yes. You know, you get better service than I do because you bring in the revenue. So I'm all for that.
Yeah. And hey, by the way, you're pretty good on that surfing simulator, but on the back of a lot of your ships there, how long did you have to practice on that?
It's taken a while. The flow rider is very good. I've challenged you in the past. I'll challenge you and Mimi again. I'll take you on anytime you're ready.
Well, Mimi, I don't know about you, but I think this guy's a pro. He's got better instructors than we do. Richard,
yeah, I do have a slight advantage.
I do want to say thank you for all your support over the years. You and the entire executive team at Royal Caribbean and the Royal Caribbean Group have been such great supporters of ours. I really want to say thank you. And the last question I want to ask you, there's so much uncertainty out there with the consumers deciding what's going to happen in the future. When should I book? Should I wait? Should I book now? How would you address a consumer if they were talking to you about should they book now or should they wait?
Well, I think particularly now is we're just entering wave season. We're putting in place programs. So if, you know, one of the things that's caused people to wait a little bit is, well, what if something changes? So we've put in place these programs to make it easy. So, you know, greatly reduce your risk if you do one of those. Obviously, all the cruise lines, but you really only need to focus on ours, have put in place excellent promotions. And I think our focus, of course, is reaping this when it gets better. And so I think that would cause us to raise prices in the future. So I think it's a low risk to move now. And we're certainly seeing a lot of people doing that.
Yeah, your Cruise with Confidence program is so incredibly good. If you book by the end of this month, January 31st, you can cancel 48 hours before your sailing is to go and get a full 100% refund, future cruise credit. And that's a real, I mean, that takes all the risk out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, so the idea was we would take the risk out of it. As a practical matter, people don't cancel because they want this vacation. We're all desperate for a vacation. And so our calculus was we'll give everybody the flexibility that will make them feel comfortable in making the booking with relatively low risk. And yes, we take the risk that they'll call us up 48 hours ahead of time and say, no, I'm canceling, which could happen. But as a practical matter, we don't think it will. And therefore, it's actually good for both of us.
It is, and this is why we think it's better to book now. I do agree with what you said about as the ships fill up, the prices are going to go up, and I think there's so much pent-up demand right now that as soon as it's announced when you're open for sale, we're going to be blitzed by people wanting to book.
It's been a while since we could say that, but the time is coming.
Yeah. Richard, thank you so much. And I wish you all the very, very best in 2021. I pray it's a great year for you and for us too. Mimi and I have withstood this whole year, this whole pandemic thing. We've kept 24 of our 28 people. So we're ready. We're ready. We're knowledgeable. You have done such a great job. Abe Hughes, our representative, has kept us informed, kept us up to date, and we're ready to go. We're ready to go and make dreams and memories come true.
Well, and we're there for you. We appreciate the strong support. The partnership takes two, and the relationship has been very good after you learned better after your first year, 31 years ago. And I'm before too long, I'll forgive you for that. But the partnership has been excellent. You guys have been committed to working together with us to get the best information and the best transactions for your clients. I applaud what you've done, and thank you for you and Mimi for the great relationship.
Well,
so, Happy New Year to us all.
Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. And one last thing, I'll say to everybody who's watching, we've sold more Royal Caribbean cruise line than any other cruise line for 31 out of our 32 years, because we know it gives our customer the best value, satisfaction above all. I mean, it's not always the lowest price, is it? It's satisfaction for what you paid and the time you took to go. And we know our customers are going to have a great time and create memories that will last a lifetime on your ships, on the Royal Caribbean ships. So thank you so much again. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Take care. Bye-bye. And thank you for joining me today.
Well, thank you. You made this very easy, and appreciate the chance to chat with you.
Well, we feel the same way. And again, gosh, isn't it interesting? Mimi and I've been talking so many times about how I just unplugged you. Are you still there?
I'm here. It's still recording.
Yeah, I know. And we'll shut that off. But long story short, just a lot of great memories over the years. Lots of great memories over the years.
Indeed.
Thanks, Richard. I'll shut this off, and we'll wish you the very best here in 2021.
Thanks, Mark. Take care.
Bye-bye.